My 39F son, 8M, lost a tooth, so he put it under his pillow at bedtime for the tooth fairy. We're also doing the Elf of the Shelf this December. For those that aren't familiar, each night parents pose a Santa's elf toy doing something cheeky to surprise the kids in the morning. So I had the great idea of pretending the elf tried to steal his tooth in the night. So I posed the elf in the lounge, holding his missing tooth and the money he was expecting from the tooth fairy, then went to bed exhausted. I vaguely remember getting up to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, but I was really sleepy, so didn't think much of it. Fast forward to morning time, when he wakes up, I tell him to find the elf. I get out of bed, then realize my period started last night and I'd leaked in the bed, so start to clean it up. Son goes to the lounge, sees the elf with the tooth, and asks what they did to the tooth fairy. He then announces he needs the loo. He goes to the bathroom, and then I hear screaming, proper terrified screaming. Mom, the elf's murdered the tooth fairy. I run to the bathroom. There's blood all over the floor and in the toilet. I must have made a mess in the night without even realizing it as I was so tired. He's pointing to the toilet now, where you can see a bloody lump at the bottom of the bowl, screaming about how the elves murdered the tooth fairy and tried to flush her down the toilet. Son is very upset that the tooth fairy is dead. I panic and tell him that she's not dead. They probably just had a fight. She'll be fine. So the next night, I decide to make it look like the tooth fairy came back to exact her revenge. I pose the elf tied up, covered in glittery goo, with a tiny sign propped up against it saying, "Don't worry, I taught the naughty elf a lesson." When I picked Son up from school that day, he said he'd told his class and the teacher about how worried he was that the elves had murdered the tooth fairy, but that she fought back and was okay. I am now terrified that his teachers think I'm a psycho. TLDR, my period starts unexpectedly during the night. I accidentally leave blood in the bathroom. That same night, pose that elf on the shelf as stealing my 8-year-old son's missing tooth and money from the tooth fairy. Son thinks the elves murdered the tooth fairy.